I woke up.
Is the kind of simple that will catch the eye of anyone who loves a good thriller. Edgerton's Ethan Kopech is a TSA officer in a rut who, on Christmas Eve, gets the jolting news that he's going to be a father. His loving partner Nora, Sophia Carson, who's higher up the food chain at LAX, nudges him toward reapplying for the police academy, a dream he's given up on. In that spirit, he makes today the day he commits to his current career. Big mistake. Today is also the day that a criminal for hire, Jason Bateman, needs to smuggle something through airport security. And when Ethan's striving gets him unexpectedly behind the scanner on the line he'd targeted, he becomes his new mark. Ethan finds himself in possession of an earpiece, and after some ominous texts, he puts it in. The mysterious traveler, as is credited, tells him how it is, let one bag through and Nora lives. We learn some things about the traveler right away. In a prologue, we see him procure whatever's in the suitcase from some Russian gangsters, then summarily eliminate them. We know he has a team of at least 2 at the family home of the guy Ethan replaced, all dressed up with no one to kidnap, and one, the mysterious watcher, Thea Rossi, acting as the guy in the chair from a van in the LAX parking lot. They have a plan, they have resources, and they are capable of improvising with ruthless efficiency. What happens next is meant to be a gripping game of cat and mouse, in which Ethan tries to disrupt this scheme and finds out what happens when the traveler catches on. I found it fairly inert. Not because it's poorly plotted, from a twists and turns perspective, but because I don't believe Carry On is actually interested in its characters. Beyond their basic story functions, I pulled no sense of who they really are, dramatically, from what happens to them. Nor do I think it matters much to how things progress. Worse, perhaps, is that Carry On seems uninterested in the larger significance of its premise. I feel compelled to invoke Juror Number 2, a very different shade of 2024 thriller, with a similarly simple hook that succeeds because it takes its central ethical quandary very seriously. The mystery of the bag's contents gave Carry On the perfect opportunity to do the same. A version of the trolley problem, with loved ones and friends on one track and only the potential for disaster on the other. What choice can Ethan live with? Would knowing change his answer? The film doesn't really care, and so must lean on its performers, because emotional investment in them can make up for a lot of emptiness. As a result, I spent a lot of time wondering why Edgerton wasn't really working for me. Firstly, at this stage, I don't think American is comfortably in his wheelhouse. There's a Christmas-related joke early on winking at his real-life Britishness that only highlights the problem. Secondly, with SOM,